The time has come, the day is here. Pincer, a Gentleman's War tabletop simulator is officially online. Here's everything you need to know. If you're new here, my name is Julian, and on this channel I document my journey in creating the ultimate strategy board game, Pincer, a Gentleman's War. In this game you'll expand your empire by building colonies, managing resources, and most importantly, facing your opponents on the battlefield. Check out my website, playpincer.com, to learn how you can playtest today. For those of you who are new here or have no idea what Tabletop Simulator is, basically it's a game on Steam that acts as a sandbox for you to test out your board game concepts with other people and essentially simulates the physical act of playing a board game through a video game. It can be as simple or as complex as you decide to make it as far as automation, and mine is probably middle of the road. I've tried to automate as much as I can with my limited knowledge, but players will be responsible for things such as drawing resource cards, moving pieces, rolling dice, and I'll explain all of that in this video. First, let's go over how you can access it. You'll need to create a Steam account and download the app, and I'll have a link in the description. Once it's downloaded, you can then search for Tabletop Simulator, which does cost $20, but no, I don't see any of that money. My game will be completely free inside of it. Once you've purchased and downloaded Tabletop Simulator, you can now search within the workshop for my game. Just type in Pincer, a Gentleman's War, and hit subscribe. Once you've subscribed, it will appear inside the Tabletop Simulator next time you open it. Once again, I'll have links in the description, but I also have a more detailed guide on my website with all the steps of how to download and play. But once you've done all this, just load it up and you're ready to go. Now, you'll need to find people to play with, so I've also created a Discord server where you'll be able to chat with and find other players. The game will accommodate 2 to 4 players at a time, and you would simply start the game and click add players to invite them. Links in the description for the Discord server and on my website. I'm sort of leaving this in your all's hands. I won't be able to match all of you to find games, so please look into the Discord server, be friendly, and try to connect with fellow gamers there. I would suggest getting used to the controls and layout first before playing with other people, especially if you've never used Tabletop Simulator. It's pretty straightforward though, and it's quite a bit of fun once you get the hang of it. There's a lot of great tutorials out there going into depth over the controls, but I'll just touch on a few that I've found useful while playing. First off, right-clicking on your mouse is going to navigate most pieces you need. You can see each player has all their pieces laid out nice and neat on top of the rulebook, so you have a quick description and prices. You would simply click and drag to add a piece, and I've done my best to add what are called custom snap points, which should make it easier to place pieces on the board. For example, roads automatically rotate into the correct orientation as well as the port. You can see it aligns with the edges of the water tile. The forts are a little tricky to move. You do need to grab them in a very specific place on the wall. Just to reiterate, you need to grab the fort in a very specific place to move it. I don't want to get into why that is, but I also don't want anyone to have trouble with it. If you can't find where to grab it, just hover your mouse and search along the base of the wall until it highlights. One other feature you might find useful is when you hover your mouse over a piece, a small title and description will appear to give you a quick reminder on the piece's moves, abilities, etc. I think this will be really useful as a quick reference while playing. One shortcut I found to be very useful is the flip function. If a piece is knocked over, simply hover over it and hit F on your keyboard and it will turn itself upright. If a piece is a little crooked, hover over it and press Q or E to rotate. Now you can also see we have the resource die. You'll simply right click it and hit roll at the start of your turn, or hover over it and press R. Then we have the resource cards, and there's 2 piles for each resource type. We have the bank as well as a discard pile. This is to keep it a secret who draws a maneuver card or not. It's pretty simple to draw a card though. You can either drag one out of the bank into your hand or hover over the bank and hit the number you need on your keyboard and it'll deal it out automatically. So if you need 2 stone, hover over it and hit 2 and you can see them appear in my hand. Also, all your cards will be hidden from your opponent while it's in your hand until you discard them. Once all the cards are drawn, players will need to flip them over, F, shuffle them, and then flip one over for the discard pile. I also have turns set up. The only function this really serves is to keep track of whose turn it is. It doesn't really have any effect on who can move what piece or interact with the board, but just a reminder, each player starts with rolling the resource die, so I would hit here to end my turn and maybe pass the resource die to the next player on your left. We also have the rulebook loaded in front of each player's gamertag as a quick reference, and when you first load up, I have tiles already set up for a 2 to 4 player game. If you're happy playing on this map, I would lock them into place so they don't move around while playing. Just select all of them, right click, toggles, and check locked. If you'd like to play on your own board, select all tiles, right click, and delete. Then you can drag out as many tiles as you want from these infinity bags to create a custom map. Again, I would suggest locking them into place before playing. We have the turn cards here for a quick reference to show the price of items and units for purchasing. You can also access the rulebook up here in the notes section. This should be exhaustive, I'm hoping, with all the rules and how to set the game up. Over the next few weeks, I might introduce a new rulebook for players to test out if interested, but keep in mind, this is supposed to be playtesting, so get creative, test out any crazy or exciting ideas you may have on your own, and I hope you all have fun doing so. Whatever you do though, please remember to fill out the survey on my website so I can get as much feedback as possible. This will be extremely helpful to the progression of the game, and it's your voice as a player. All the surveys are automatically compiled into a Google spreadsheet, so I can quickly see which rules or functions you all are happy with and which ones could use some work. So please go onto the website and fill out that survey after playtesting. Like I said, over the next few weeks or months, we'll probably be tweaking some rules and mechanics based off the feedback. This is really exciting to me, guys. Thank you all so much for challenging me and pushing me to create this and sort of get out of my comfort zone. I really had no interest in making this at first, but I can see the value of it now. I hope you all give it a chance and have fun playtesting. This will be great for a future video, so you all don't have to just hear about my experience in the game. You can actually experience it for yourself and be a part of the conversation more. And all this just puts us one step closer to publishing one day. It'll be great hearing from players what works or not in order to make a great game. I'm really wanting to do a live playtest on the Tabletop Simulator in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. I hope you all have fun playtesting. Thank you all so much for being a part of this journey with me. Until next time, farewell.